someone who we would consider an all-around great player and person. On the field, she is solid and makes big plays when we need them. She is not a selfish player and will do whatever it takes for the good of the team. She is someone who is extremely coachable and works hard every day, both on the field and in the classroom. Other than that, she is respectful, kind, and a natural leader because of how liked she is by her teammates. Any coach would be lucky to have an Emma DiRienzo on her staff.
Thank you, Coach Allen, Coach Radcliffe, and congratulations to our middle school girls across the world. I'd now like to call up Coach Pellegrino, who will be presenting our 8th grade baseball award.
So this was a tough season for the 8th grade baseball team. Even though our record wasn't pretty early on in the season, we had 2 ties. The boys never got down on themselves, and they continued to work hard in hopes of getting in the win column. This finally came in our last 2 games against Berner, 2 big wins. I've never seen the boys happier than our first win at home. Nick Natale even gave me a hug, which was something. For all my 8th graders, it has been a pleasure being your coach this spring, and I can't wait to see how each of you do up at the high school. The first Coach Award goes to a player who is very consistent all year. He hit the ball hard, he locked down the infield every game, and he even was a staple at the top of the lineup. He is the definition of first on, last off the field, always making sure everything was cleaned up before he left each day. It has been great watching this player grow throughout the season. I can't wait to see what he does up in the high school. The first Coach Award goes to Joseph Inzalma. Second Coach Award goes to a player who is the ultimate team player this year. He didn't hit a groove hitting until late in the season, but in the field, he was asked to play his 3rd, if not 4th, preferred position. However, I never heard even so much as a little complaint from him. He was also the starting pitcher in our final game of the season. Congratulations, second Coach Award winner goes to Michael Bernier. Last but not least, the third Coach Award goes to a player who's a hard worker. Really saw his growth from the first moment I saw him last year on the 7th grade team to now, and he's one of the most respectful players I've ever coached. He showed up to practice each and every day, ready to learn something new. He was super hard on himself when things got tough, but he knew that if he kept working, it would shine through when it mattered the most. This came up big late in the season. The third Coach's Award goes to number 12, Jacob Oliva.
Thank you, Coach Pellegrino. Congratulations to our 8th grade baseball award winners. I'd now like to call up Coach Bonsignor, who will be presenting the 7th grade baseball award. Okay, so coming back to coach baseball this season was a very rewarding experience for me. Despite only having 9 players, the boys gave it their all and finished with a solid 3-3-1 record. Huge thanks to a few 8th grade players who stepped up to help us when needed. Robbie Nieves, Jake Oliva, Christian Shiborski, and Zach Regat. Without those guys, it would have been real hard to play in our games. If God forbid somebody got hurt or was sick, we would have been able to play. So thank you. The team worked hard, competed every game, and showed their grit with what I think is the best game, even though we should have won it, with a 6-run late inning comeback against Hicksville. And then the topic of conversation, for this award, especially in the middle school year, Seaford, our big road win against Seaford after dropping the first matchup against them, which was our worst loss of 12-2. And we bounced back and we won that game on the road in the rain. So great job to the boys. I was proud of them for that. I'm proud of how they grew as teammates and began to understand what it truly means to be part of the Island Trees baseball program. the future definitely looks bright. Though it's probably a good thing the season ended when it did, or Charlie Questions, CC, Coop, C Squared, and his favorite, Charlie Wagner Cooper, would have ended with 100 more nicknames. All jokes aside, it was a great season filled with fun, laughs, and good memories. With 9 players, this is really hard to try to pick 3 players to get awards. But the first award winner, he's already been up here. I moved him around the lineup. I moved him around different positions and never complained once, ever. Just went out there, yes, coach, I got it, coach, Gio Alaka. Before I go on to the next award winners, again, with only 9 players, the hardest thing to do was to pitch and try to schedule the pitching and make sure they didn't throw too many pitches. So before I give any next awards out, I just want to say thank you to Robert Ciccone, Yanni Papadakis, and Ryan. Really, like, unbelievable that they pitched in almost every game and didn't complain about it, and without overthrowing them, they did an incredible job. So thank you to those guys. Next award, unfortunately, without giving too much away, which I'm going to here, we lost him at the end of the season. But just another kid who came to practice every day, to games every day, worked really hard, did everything that was asked of him, and that's Aiden Sully Sullivan. And the last award is going to go to one of the players I just mentioned as one of the pitchers. But this gentleman, this young man, did an incredible job at the plate. I don't think he ever stopped at first base. He either hit a double or a triple, almost had an inside the park home run. And in our 7 games, he batted just under 800. Robbie Ciccone. Thank you, Coach Montefiore. Congratulations to our 7th grade boys baseball team award winners. I'd now like to call up Coach Saran, who will be presenting the middle school softball award.
As I think about the softball season, I think about the 21 girls who put in the effort every day to become better players. They grew as a team and made the season extra special to remember. The most memorable moment was winning our last game over Plainview. The excitement and teamwork they showed throughout this game is what softball is all about. I'm so proud of each and every one of you and can't wait to see what the future holds for you. The first award is going to the player who demonstrates the qualities of being a team leader. She was always the first on the field, ready to warm up, lead the team stretches, and always grab the equipment when I asked. On the field, she works hard and never gives up on herself. She is also supportive to all her teammates and knows how to put her team first. I'm so happy I was able to coach her this season, so this award goes to Lacey Feldman. This next award goes to the player who radiates a positive attitude on and off the field. She simply brings joy into softball and encourages her teammates each and every day. Either playing on the field or cheering from the dugout, this player always brings an uplifting energy to the team. During practice and games, this player always works hard and wanted to learn more about the game. She has improved so much throughout the season, so this award goes to Mia McElroy. This last award goes to the player who has helped his team tremendously throughout the entire season. This player is an all-around athlete, from pitching entire games to getting on base and scoring. It is tough to go out on the mound when the score isn't going our way, but this player truly never gave up. She is respectful, hardworking, and continues to push herself to the best she can be. I can't wait to see the progress she makes as she continues her softball journey. This award goes to Tony DeSantis.
Thank you, Coach Duran, and congratulations to our girls softball team award winners. I'd finally like to call on Coach Senure and Coach McCormick to present the middle school boys and girls free track awards.
So a little bit about track. I always say it's not for everybody because the worst part of everyone's practice is our entire sport. So that being said, I enjoy track because you're not necessarily racing an opponent, you're racing an opponent. So it's good for the athletes to, wherever they start from, to see progress there. And that might not always result in first place, second place, third place, whatever it may be. But if you see improvements, I'm big on focusing on the PRs and doing your best each time, improving each time. So from the athletes that came out for the first time doing an organized sport to those that are just don't have any other sport in the spring and they want to just stay in shape for soccer or volleyball or whatever it may be. We had a great team this year that everyone was there trying to improve. So my first award goes to a 2-year member of the track team who has grown tremendously and has really found her role in the team. She's run many different events over these 2 years, but really shines throwing the shot put. Early on, Coach Johnson from the varsity team told me, wow, she's going to be really good. And he was right. She consistently scored points, including many first place finishes. I'm excited to see her grow at the next level. This award goes to Aniela Sotorio. My next award goes to another 2-year member of the track team. She scored a great amount of points for the team in every event she does, but you wouldn't know when talking to her. She carries herself with a sense of maturity and is a leader on and off the track. She consistently places first in the long jump and always top 3 in the 200 meters. I have no doubt she will do great things in high school. This award goes to Madison Taylor. My final award goes to one of the best pure runners I've coached in a long time. He excels at every event he competes in and makes it look easy. I'm glad he finally found his niche and listened to me and competes in the 400 meters. He consistently won his races against very talented competition, and the team could always count on him to score points or anchor a relay. The high school is lucky to have you next year. This award goes to Lucas Castro.
Thank you, Coach Senure, Coach McCormick, and congratulations to our spring track award winners. This now concludes our team awards section of the program. Before we move on to the special recognition portion of the program, I want to remind all of our parents and our players, if you are an 8th grader, you have a plaque outside on the tables honoring your career at the middle school. So please make sure you pick that up before you leave today. Again, 8th graders only, your plaques are on the tables outside. So now I'd like to move on to the special recognitions. We have a select number of middle schoolers who were called up to the high school to participate in our JV and varsity programs this year. It requires a tremendous amount of work, dedication, making sure you get your homework done. Being on a high school schedule is very different than a middle school one. And this year, what we are going to do is we're going to introduce those recognitions to those middle schoolers that contributed to our high school program. We have 2 categories. Those students who participated on the JV team will be getting an Honorable Achievement Award. Those students who played on a varsity sport will be receiving an Outstanding Achievement Certificate. So I would like to thank those children for their contributions to the high school program, and we'll be calling them up. The way it will work, you will come up, I'll hand you the certificate, please remain standing here. We will have all of our honorable achievements honored, then you will sit and we will call up our Outstanding Achievement recognitions. These are students who participated in a JV high school sports program this year. Juliana Fushino for JV girls basketball. Henley Ramsey for JV girls soccer. Ellie Schmidt for JV girls soccer and JV girls basketball. Jordan Wading for JV girls soccer. Daniela Ranfone for JV girls soccer. Congratulations, girls, and thank you for your contributions to our junior varsity athletic program. I would now like to acknowledge those young men and women who played on a varsity sport this year. Alexis Burmeister, varsity girls soccer and varsity girls basketball. Keely Crowley, varsity game day cheer. Alexandra Cruz, varsity game day cheer. Caitlin Lessica, varsity girls bowling. Addison McGowan, varsity girls soccer and varsity girls basketball. Mason Montevego, varsity ball. Yanni Papadatos, varsity wrestling as a 7th grader. Daniela Ranfone, varsity girls basketball. Ella Shaw, varsity kick line. And Madison White, varsity game day cheer. Congratulations, I'd like to wish all of you good luck in the high school. Looking forward to seeing you perform there. And Giannis, I'll see you in 2 years, buddy. Our next award is a special one. It honors an Island Trees Memorial Middle School student who tragically lost his life in the summer of 2019. Andrew Alati played football and baseball for Island Trees, and he exemplified all the qualities of a true Bulldog. Teamwork, sportsmanship, respect for teammates, coaches, competitors, and officials. As a baseball player for the middle school, he wore the number 4, so it is only fitting to combine his number with the values he projected every day on the playing field in naming this award the Andrew Alati All 4-1 Award. I want to thank the Alati family for their support as we select one male and female 8th grade athlete who represents the ideals that the Island Trees Athletic Program looks to foster in all of our athletes, while reflecting the same values that made Andrew such a special young man. On behalf of the Alati family, I would like to present the ITMMS Andrew Alati All for One Award to the following male and female students. Before I hand it out, the Alatis have been very kind. They always offer a monetary award for this particular recognition. So when I hand this off to the young lady and young man, if your parents are here, there's a check in there. So please make sure that they bring it home with them in the envelope. There is also a small slip in the envelope that has the address of the Alati family. It would be very nice of the winners to send a thank you note for the kindness shared by the Alatis every year. So this year's Alati Award winners are Mia McElroy and Robert Nieves. Congratulations to Robert and Mia. Finally, our last award of the afternoon are our all-around athlete awards, given to one male and one female. Now, just to let everyone know how this works, we did acknowledge our students who play at the high school level. The All-Around Athlete Award is a middle school athlete award. In order to qualify for this award, a student has to play either 2 middle school sports and 1 high school sport, or at least 3 middle school sports, as we look to honor our middle school experience for our student athletes. The names of all the children who are eligible for this are put out to our coaches, who then select the person that they think best represents this award. So the all-around female and male athlete of the year for the 24-25 school year are Emma DiRienzo and Evan Brown. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our ceremony. We want to thank our kids for being a fantastic audience. Thank you, families, for being here to support our kids. Please make sure you pick up your plaques at the end.
but